actually test drive the 0.9 features on a few containers, or even if you download the reference implementation known as Apache Shindig, you can actually play with the technology today. And the main focus for 0.9 is simplicity. So taking what used to be like a large amount of code in 0.7 or 0.8 is now a much easier process. For example, you can use these templating. So it's a way to reduce the amount of code you need to do and just write simple tags inside of the page. There's other features that I'll get to a little bit more, but mainly the key focus for 0.9 and moving on is simplicity, making it much easier to build open source applications.
예, 지금 이제 0.9 버전의 개발 중인데 여기서 이 핵심은 이제 저런 태그를 이용해가지고 코드의 양을 그러니까 기존에 이제 코드로 되던 부분들을 단순히 이제 애드만으로도 쉽게 첨가할 수 있는 그런 작업이 많이 진행하고 있습니다.
So let's go ahead and play around with the technology, and I'm going to step through showing you how you can actually build some open social applications. Okay?
네, 실제 개발하는 방법을 소개해드리도록 하겠습니다.
So in this sense, I think it's best, instead of showing the slides, I'm going to go ahead and use this microphone, and I'll show some demos of me actually building some applications, or some very simple applications. Okay?
네, 그 Dev.Square 직접 애플리케이션을 만드는 과정을 보여드리도록 하겠습니다.
Okay, I should give you a question. Who can tell me what is the overall population of open social end users? Real quick.
오픈소셜 사용수가 얼마나 되는지 기억하시는 분 있나요?
Right in the back.
8 million.
Nope. 800. I heard here 800. Very good, very good. Okay, so let's get back to the presentation here. What I'm going to show you is how to build an open social application from scratch. And then I'm going to also show you on Dev.Square, in the sandbox, how it works. So an open social application, in the traditional sense, is an XML document with some JavaScript inside it. And the JavaScript, as you can see here, is just, one is that we're requiring this particular feature, OpenSocial 0.8, in this example. And in this case, this is a gadget, or an application that will run, and it will fetch a set of friends and display them into the page.
예, 사용자를 가져오는 그런 예제인데요. 기존에 있던 이미 존재하고 있던 소스를 단순히 긁어붙여가지고 Dev.Square에서 그러한 돌릴 수 있는 장면을 보여드리도록 하겠습니다.
And so, as you may notice, this is now live on the internet, this URL, and added into a sandbox environment. Now, this is Orchid, and there's also many other ones such as High5 and Ning, MySpace. So they all have their individual sandbox environments, and a lot of them are somewhat different. And I'll show you what it's like also for Dev.Square, the sandbox for CyberWorld. But if I were to go through each application, it will then allow me to test the application and make sure it works. So in this case, it already knew that I added it, but now I'm going to run the application in this environment. So there is the application. It prints out who the viewer is. In this case, it's me. And then it also, who are the friends of the viewer. And so this is what is typically considered a hello world type of an open social application. It uses the attached social data, which in this case is my friends, from this environment, and then display it onto a web page.
예, 거의 헬로 월드에 해당하는 그런 애플리케이션이고요. 기존의 올컷에서 이제 동작을 하고 있는 것을 확인하실 수가 있습니다.
Now, just to kind of show you a different environment, I can go over here and take the same code that I used for the gadget application. Oops, sorry. Take the code, not the URL.
예, 이 앱 코드를 Dev.Square 한번 써보도록 하겠습니다.
And place it here and click on the view result. And then once it's the connection, it will be able to sit back. So it's connecting. Drum roll. Come on, Dev.Square. I have confidence. Oh, my internet connection is so good. Wow, it's interesting. It's not double check. It's funny. It's been working 100% all the time recently. Okay, let's see. One more time. Make sure.
Is your connection okay?
What's that?
Is your connection okay?
Yeah,
Wi-Fi?
I'll take it again.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. See? Sorry. There we go. But now the plumbing is working again. So as you can see, it's the same application running on Orchid. Take the same code, plug it into the sandbox environment here for Dev.Square, which I have to say, thank you you very much for the English. It makes it easy for you to play with it. So very nice job. Awesome. It actually works. So thank you.
예, 이그 워커셋에서 등장하는 소스 코드가 등장하는 것을 보실 수 있고요. 그다음에 결과를 보시면은 이제 워커셋에서 등장하는 워커셋에 있는 프레임을 가져오고 사이월에서 등장하는 사이월 에이전트를 가져오게 됩니다.
Okay. So let's go back to let's discuss a few more development tools. Now I think OpenSocial is one of the technologies that there's no one single tool that is best for building applications. There's a multiple set of technologies that you can use that are actually very, very helpful. And so I'll step through some of these technologies just to kind of give you a good overview. Okay?
네, 그 오픈소셜을 개발을 하는 이 툴을 몇 가지 소개를 해드리려고 합니다.
So first of all, I'll talk about OSDA, so Open Social Dev App. This is actually a very nice utility written by one of my coworkers at Google. It provides a nice, simple way to build an application, and itself is also an open social application. You can install it on any open social container and then use it to generate your code for you. Next, I'll show a very simple gadget editor, and this is just a very simple, nice online editor which you can use and then have it generate your gadget XML spec, and which you can then place onto your container. The third tool that I'll show you is something called the Open Social Development Environment. This is an Eclipse plugin that your Eclipse development tool, and be able to build open social applications entirely independent of any container. So you could be on a plane and writing open social applications and still be able to test your code very easily using this plugin.
예, 이 세 가지 툴을 소개를 해드리려는 첫 번째 이제 OSDA라는 거는 이 기존에 보셨던 이렇게 웹상에서 이제 실제 오픈 소셜을 개발을 하고 동작을 시켜볼 수 있는 그런 웹 애플리케이션이고, 두 번째 이 게짓 에디터는 저희 이 VI라든가 이런 것과 유사한 형태의 어떤 이 에디터부터, 마지막으로 이제 OSD라는 것은 이제 이클립스에서 여러분이 이제 오픈 소셜 서버를 직접 띄우고 또 거기서 이 개발한 어플리케이션을 테스트할 수 있고 통합 환경을 제공을 하는 개발 툴입니다.
So let's take a look at OSDA. The easiest way to do it is actually show it. So in this case, I will go here to osda.appspot.com, and that allows me to just view this website and say, okay, this is where the source code of the application is. Plus, I can click on this link, any one of these links here, and actually run it immediately. And hopefully, we can get Cyworld on there. So when you click on Cyworld, it'll show the OSDA as well. But I'll click on Orchid, and that will then load the application onto my Orchid sandbox.
네, OSDA.appspot.com 가시면 이제 이걸 사용하실 수가 있고, 이제 미리 이제 이런 식으로 이 프로바이더들이 이제 있는데, 아직은 이제 사이월도 없는데 조만간 이제 볼 수 있을 것 같고요. 그래서 이제 저게 이제 실제 이제 이 프로바이더 환경에서 이렇게 개발을 하실 수가 있습니다.
You can probably guess what I'm going to do, right? I'll take the source code, go over back to here, drop it in, and hit view results. And there we go. We have
재미있는 건 이제 이 그 개발 툴 자체가 또 이렇게 이 오픈 API를 이용해서 개발했기 때문에 그 소스 코드를 이대로 Dev.Square 집어넣으면은 개발 툴이 또 그 안에 등장을 하는 걸 볼 수 있습니다.
and I'll execute the code here. And as you can see down here, there's the same simple demonstration of fetching social data, but now it's shown in the console here. Okay, do you want a sticker? What's the URL? What's the URL for this tool?
OSDA의 URL이 뭐였는지 저는 알 수 있는 것 같습니다.
Oh, right there? Yes, that's correct. There we go. Just have to make sure I don't go too far on time. So let's move on.